Hot news: Michael Cohen subpoenaed by Senate Intelligence Committee. CNNPolitics. Cohen's lawyer Lanny Davis confirmed the subpoena was issued Thursday, and said that Cohen intended to comply. Still, the source said Cohen has the same concerns regarding the safety of his family that led him to postpone his scheduled public appearance before the House Oversight Committee next month. Senate Intelligence traditionally does their interviews behind closed doors, not publicly. Senior Angus King, Senate Intelligence Chairman Richard Burr, a North Carolina Republican, declined to comment on the subpoena. A spokeswoman: the congressional subpoena is the first of potentially several that Cohen could face before he reports to prison on March 6 for his 2017 congressional testimony. House Oversight Chairman Elijah Cummings of Maryland and House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff of California both said this week that they expect Cohen to testify before their panels. House Oversight in public and House Intelligence behind closed doors. And could also issue subpoenas to compel Cohen's appearance. Virginia Senior Mark Warner, Mr. Cohen was scheduled to appear before the Oversight Committee on February 7 voluntarily, but he announced Wednesday he was postponing that appearance, citing threats to Trump suggested in interviews and on Twitter that Cohen cut a deal to protect his wife and father-in-law, though he hasn't offered any evidence of those claims. On Wednesday, Cummings told reporters on Wednesday that he believed Cohen was acting in good faith with the committee, and had a general concern for his family's safety. But he vowed that Cummings said that he felt he could bring in Cohen even after he reports to prison, but Schiff said he thought it was necessary for Cohen to appear before March 6. Cohen's testimony before the Oversight and Intelligence panels would cover different topics. If Cohen doesn't want to testify, it's not clear what legal recourse he would have to avoid appearing after receiving a subpoena. Former federal prosecutors say Cohen would have to testify about the crimes he's pleaded guilty to, including lying to Congress and campaign finance violations, because he waived any right against self-incrimination as part of those plea agreements. But he may be able, CNN legal analyst Michael Zeldin explained as. Zeldin said that means Cohen would likely have to answer questions about the Trump Tower Moscow deal, because that's what he pleaded guilty to lying to Congress about. Because Cohen has already appeared before several congressional committees, Zeldin added. Schiff says he wants Cohen to testify behind closed doors so he can be asked questions about the Russia investigation. It's likely Burr also wants Cohen to appear behind closed doors as part of the panel's bipartisan investigation into Russia's 2016 election meddling that's lasted for roughly 2 years. In the wake of his guilty plea, Burr said he was confident that he would bring in Cohen before he reported for prison. This story has been updated with additional developments from Thursday.